Welcome to this exciting video where we explore the top 3 most valuable Kennedy half-dollar coins, iconic pieces of American history that have become highly prized by collectors. While many Kennedy half-dollars were produced, only a few rare varieties truly stand out for their rarity, silver content, and collector demand. Let's get started. First up, the Kennedy half $1,991 coin with a P mint mark, a familiar and meaningful piece of American coinage. The 1991 Kennedy half-dollar with the P mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint during a period when half-dollars were still part of everyday circulation. This coin represents a modern era of U.S. currency, yet it still carries deep historical symbolism. In circulated condition, the coin shows natural wear from real-world use. Each mark and smooth surface reflects years of movement through hands, pockets, and registers. The obverse features the iconic portrait of President John F. Kennedy. In circulated condition, the facial details may appear softened but remain clearly recognizable. The calm expression and strong profile still dominate the design. The word "Liberty" across the top remains visible, though slightly worn. The motto "In God We Trust" is usually still readable despite circulation. The date 1991 anchors the coin in a specific moment in modern American history. Turning to the reverse, the presidential seal design stands proudly. The eagle, shield, and stars symbolize strength, unity, and national identity. In circulated condition, the fine details of the eagle's feathers may appear smooth. Despite wear, the overall design remains bold and balanced. The inscriptions, United States of America, and half-dollar, are typically clear. The P mint mark identifies the coin as a product of the Philadelphia Mint. This small letter is an important detail for collectors. The 1991 Kennedy half-dollar is composed of copper-nickel-clad layers over a copper core. In circulated condition, the color often appears silver-gray with darker toning. Some coins may show uneven color from years of handling and exposure. This natural toning gives each coin a unique personality. The edge of the coin reveals a copper stripe, showing its clad construction. This feature distinguishes it from earlier silver Kennedy half-dollars. By 1991, half-dollars were no longer commonly used in daily transactions. Many of these coins circulated lightly compared to other denominations. This makes circulated examples especially interesting to collectors. Wear on these coins often comes from limited but repeated use. Scratches and small marks are normal and expected. What matters is that the coin remains structurally sound. Cleaning is not recommended, as it damages original surfaces. Natural wear and patina are always more desirable to collectors. Proper storage helps preserve the coin's current condition. Coin flips or holders protect it from moisture and further damage. The year 1991 reflects a period of change in American society. Coins from this era capture the transition into a more modern economy. The Kennedy half-dollar carries emotional and historical significance. It represents remembrance, respect, and national memory. Collectors appreciate this coin for more than just its metal value. It holds symbolic value tied to American history. Circulated condition gives the coin authenticity and character. It shows that the coin lived a real life in circulation. Many examples are found in old collections, drawers, and jars. This makes the 1991 half-dollar accessible to beginners. It's a great coin for learning about grading and wear patterns. The balanced wear of circulated condition is ideal for study. Collectors often include this coin in Kennedy half-dollar date sets. The P mint mark adds variety and interest to collections. This coin pairs well with other early 1990s Kennedy halves. Together, they tell the story of modern U.S. half-dollar circulation. The size and weight of the coin give it a strong presence in hand. It feels solid and substantial compared to smaller denominations. The design remains one of the most recognizable in U.S. coinage. Even in circulated condition, it commands attention. The Kennedy half-dollar continues to be a symbol of American identity. The 1991 issue reflects everyday history rather than rarity. It shows how common coins become meaningful over time. Each circulated mark represents a moment in someone's life. Money moves through countless stories before reaching a collection. This coin is a quiet witness to those stories. It reminds us that history lives in ordinary objects. Small details carry big meaning. The 1991 Kennedy half-dollar is more than just change. It is memory, movement, and meaning in metal form. Its circulated condition makes it honest and real. It shows life, use, and time. Coins like this connect the past to the present. They remind us how everyday currency becomes history. This coin stands as a symbol of continuity and remembrance. It carries both national and personal stories. The Kennedy half-dollar remains a timeless American design. The 1991 P Mint mark example fits perfectly into that legacy. Its value lies in history, not just price. It teaches us to appreciate ordinary coins. Because ordinary coins build extraordinary stories. Next up, the Kennedy half $1,995 coin with a D Mint mark, a modern U.S. coin that tells its story through heavy circulation and time. The 1995 Kennedy half-dollar with a D Mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint during an era when half-dollars were no longer commonly used in daily transactions. Even so, many of these coins still found their way into circulation, vending systems, and storage over the years. In dirty condition, this coin shows strong evidence of real-world use and environmental exposure. Dark toning, surface grime, and uneven color are all part of the coin's current appearance. These features reflect years of handling, storage, and movement rather than neglect. On the obverse, the portrait of President John F. Kennedy remains the central focus. In dirty condition, the facial details may appear muted or obscured by surface buildup. Despite this, Kennedy's profile is still clearly identifiable. The word "Liberty" across the top may appear faded or darkened. The motto "In God We Trust" can still be found, though often softened by wear and dirt. The date 1995 anchors the coin in the mid-1990s, a time of change in U.S. coin usage. Turning to the reverse, the presidential seal design remains strong in outline. The eagle, shield, and stars may be partially hidden under dark toning or residue. Even so, the powerful symbolism of the design still comes through. The inscriptions, United States of America, and half-dollar are usually visible, though not crisp. The D Mint mark identifies this coin as a Denver Mint issue. This small detail remains important to collectors, even on worn coins. The 1995 Kennedy half-dollar is composed of copper-nickel-clad layers over a copper core. In dirty condition, the surface color often appears dark gray, brownish, or uneven. Some areas may show heavy discoloration from oils, dirt, or long-term storage. The edge of the coin often reveals a darker copper stripe from the clad core. This stripe may appear more pronounced due to grime buildup. Coins in dirty condition often spark debate among collectors. Some see only wear, while others see history and authenticity. This coin clearly lived a working life outside of protective holders. Scratches, marks, and dull surfaces are expected at this level of condition. What matters most is that the coin remains structurally intact. Cleaning is generally discouraged, as it can permanently damage the surface. Collectors often prefer original dirt over harshly cleaned metal. Natural aging, even when heavy, preserves authenticity. Proper storage going forward can prevent further deterioration. Using coin flips or holders can stabilize the coin's condition. The year 1995 represents a modern chapter in Kennedy half-dollar history. By this time, the coin had largely disappeared from everyday use. Many half-dollars from this era were stored rather than spent. Those that circulated heavily, like this one, are less common. This makes dirty circulated examples surprisingly interesting. They show what real use looks like on a larger denomination. The Kennedy half-dollar carries strong emotional and historical meaning. It honors a president remembered around the world. Even in poor or dirty condition, that symbolism remains powerful. Collectors often include such coins as placeholders in date sets. They are also used for educational purposes and grading practice. Studying wear patterns helps collectors understand circulation history. The Denver Mint's production quality can still be traced beneath the grime. Strong strikes often survive even under heavy surface dirt. Each stain and dark patch adds to the coin's individual story. This coin may have passed through thousands of transactions. It may have sat in drawers, jars, or old bags for years. Every stage of its life left a mark. Dirty condition does not erase the coin's identity. Instead, it highlights its journey through time. Modern collectors are increasingly interested in circulated history. Not every coin needs to be shiny to be meaningful. Sometimes, the roughest coins tell the best stories. This 1995 D. Kennedy half-dollar is proof of that idea. It represents use, movement, and everyday reality. It reminds us that money is meant to circulate. Coins like this connect us to ordinary moments in the past. They reflect how people actually used currency. The Kennedy half-dollar remains one of America's most iconic designs. Even in dirty condition, it commands respect. Its size, weight, and design still stand out. This coin shows that history doesn't fade easily. It survives wear, dirt, and time. And it continues to tell its story. Next up, the Kennedy half $2,000 coin with AD mint mark, a modern issue that represents the turn of a new millennium in U.S. coinage. The 2000 Kennedy half-dollar with a D mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when half-dollars were no longer widely used in everyday transactions. Despite that, many of these coins still entered circulation and found their way into collections, rolls, and storage. In circulated condition, this coin shows light to moderate wear that reflects real-world use. Small marks and smooth surfaces tell the story of movement through hands and machines. The obverse features the familiar portrait of President John F. Kennedy. In circulated condition, Kennedy's facial details remain visible, though slightly softened. The calm expression and strong profile still dominate the design. The word "Liberty" across the top remains readable in most circulated examples. The motto "In God We Trust" usually shows light wear but remains legible. The date 2000 marks a significant moment, symbolizing the beginning of a new century. Turning to the reverse, the presidential seal design appears bold and balanced. The eagle, shield, and stars remain clear, even with circulation wear. Feather details may be smooth in places but still hold their shape. The inscriptions, United States of America, and half-dollar are easy to identify. The D mint mark below the eagle confirms Denver Mint production. This mint mark adds variety and interest for collectors. The 2000 Kennedy half-dollar is composed of copper-nickel-clad layers over a copper core. In circulated condition, the coin often shows a silver-gray tone with darker areas. Natural toning may appear uneven from years of handling. This toning adds character and individuality to each coin. The edge reveals the familiar copper stripe from the clad construction. This stripe helps distinguish it from earlier silver half-dollars. By the year 2000, half-dollars were rarely used in daily purchases. Many circulated examples saw limited but repeated use. This makes wear patterns especially interesting to study. Scratches, contact marks, and light rim wear are normal. What collectors look for is even wear without heavy damage. Cleaning is not recommended, as it can disturb original surfaces. Natural circulation wear is always preferred. Proper storage helps protect the coin from further wear. Coin flips or protective holders are ideal for preservation. The year 2000 holds special meaning for many collectors. Coins from this year often carry sentimental value. They represent a bridge between past and future. The Kennedy half-dollar design connects modern coins to history. It honors a president whose legacy remains strong. Collectors appreciate this coin for its symbolism as much as its metal. Circulated condition gives the coin authenticity and life. It shows that the coin was part of the economy. Many examples are found in rolls, drawers, or inherited collections. This makes the 2000 D half-dollar accessible to collectors of all levels. It's an excellent coin for learning grading standards. Studying light wear helps build numismatic skills. Collectors often include this coin in full Kennedy half-dollar sets. The D mint mark helps complete mint mark collections. This coin pairs well with other late 1990s and early 2000s halves. Together, they tell the story of modern half-dollar circulation. The size of the coin gives it a strong presence in hand. It feels solid and substantial compared to smaller denominations. The design remains one of the most recognizable in U.S. coinage. Even with wear, it holds visual appeal. The Kennedy half-dollar stands as a symbol of continuity. The 2000 issue reflects both tradition and transition. It reminds us how currency evolves over time. Every circulated coin carries human stories. Moments of exchange are preserved in metal. This coin quietly witnessed daily life at the millennium. Its marks reflect movement and memory. Circulated condition makes it honest and real. It shows life rather than perfection. Coins like this help us understand history through touch. They connect the past to the present. The 2000 D. Kennedy half-dollar is more than just face value. It is a marker of time and change. Its story continues in collections today.